Here's a question. What does pest control have to do with butterflies and honeybees? A lot. Hi, Gene here. I am very excited to bring you this video series, Pollinators and Pest Control. We're following one house through the entire pest season so you can get an idea about what we do to manage a property and hopefully get some ideas about what you can do around your home as well. The unique thing about this particular house is the homeowner's passion for honeybees, butterflies, and birds. So come with me, let's go down to the property, check it out, and see what they got going on. Well, hello again. We're back at the property and happy summer, everybody. As you can see around me, the client's pollinator garden is doing very well. Right over here, they have an eastern bluebird house that has a family of bluebirds. They're on their second clutch of eggs, very exciting to watch. And right after we did our spring video, the customer went and got some baby ducks. So those ducks are grown now and they have a family of ducks running around. As we talk about pest control for the summer, we still focus on the three core foundations, which are food, access, and habitat. What we really want to focus on this time of year is keeping things dry as possible. We're going to look at the landscape. We're going to look at access points, specifically screens. And we're also going to look at garbage and kitchen waste. So this time of year, lots of parties, lots of sugars, you know, we're barbecuing, we're having a crab feast. And so all this waste and how we manage it is very important in helping keep the pest population down. So let's walk around, check a few things out, and hopefully you'll get some ideas on what to do around your home as well. All right. All right, well, I've been around the house and this property actually is in really, really good shape. I want to point out a couple of things, one of which is this shrub behind me. So just remember, when we come out and we put the product down, we apply the product about 12 to 18 inches up the side of the house and about 10 inches, 12 inches out away from the foundation. That's the treatment zone. If the insect does not touch the product, we're not going to solve the problem. And so what happens when we have a situation like this shrub, we have, you know, we're not putting product way up here, we're putting it down here. And so this shrub is actually a bridge for insects to climb up, get into the building, and we can still have an insect problem and they never touch the product. So anything that plants, trees, shrubs, anything that touches the building, you know, our recommendation is keep it at least 12 inches off, and that will help eliminate, you know, insect problems. And it will also help us go a long way to using less product to solve an insect problem that's on the house. All right, the other thing I want to show you real quick, moisture issues, and let's go look at the household garbage and trash situation. All right. So, okay, one thing I want to point out real quick, if you can see me through the plants here, a lot of us overlook and we forget about our heat pump and our air conditioning system. This generates a lot of condensation runoff, and you know, just look and check it out. If it's dripping right against the foundation, try to get an extension, move that moisture away from the foundation. The number one environmental requirement that termites have outside of a food source is moisture. So when we have super hot weather and there's a consistent source of moisture, that could spell a problem for termites, as well as, you know, ants, other insects. So moisture, let's just do our best to keep it away from the house. All right. All right, well, this is a source of moisture here in the downspout. I just want to point out, even though this is moisture, the reality is we're probably, you know, this is probably the best that can be done with this situation. So keep an eye on it. If you start seeing insects around the area, you know, give us a call, or you can solve it yourself if you're doing your own treatment on your own. But don't ignore or look over spaces like this, because underneath, when this downspout goes, all the water, it kind of like sits right here. And on this side of the garage door right there, that's all a negative grade and there's a crack. So it's obvious there's tons of water going under this concrete slab. That creates what we call a hot spot for termites. So on this wall, on the inside of the garage, you know, a couple times a year, just inspect and look, make sure there's no termite mud tubes or anything. And but it's going to be really hard to get this water away from right here. You know, the driveway's here, the whole yard slopes down this way. You know, sometimes we just have to work with what we have. All right. Okay, so just another quick example of moisture sources. So I was walking around doing the inspection on the pool, or the backyard area, and I noticed this pool toy has blown under this bush, and I don't know if you can see or not, but full of rainwater. I don't know how long it's been sitting there. There's no mosquito larvae in it yet, so it's probably not been there too long, but just another example. You know, toys, anything that can hold water, just keep a sharp eye out and try to eliminate that. All right, well, I know it's relatively obvious, but having good waste disposal is very important. You have no idea how many phone calls we get because somebody was stung by yellow jackets or bees, or they have an ant infestation. Just make sure household waste is properly stored, and that goes a long way to helping with pest problems. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this. A quick review. The 3 things we want to try to eliminate are food, access, and habitat. Those are the 3 things we try to look for and we try to eliminate and reduce around the home. If we can do that, it goes a long way to helping us use less pest control products to keep your home bug free. I hope everybody has a great, fun, and safe summer, and I'll see you guys in the fall. Take care.